Demons are getting ready to play the team from our nation's capital today. Yes, you heard me right. It's DC versus the D's. It's right here on this edition of Stateside Footy. We are on location here at Millennium Park in the West Roxbury section of Boston, Massachusetts, where today the DC Eagles fly in to face the Boston Demons. Hello, and welcome to Stateside Footy, the program that features the great game of Australian rules football as it's played here in the United States. Alongside Yasmina Marie and John Semino and the queen of season 15, Stacey Robert, I'm Bill Robert, and we're here today to bring you a triple header of matches between the Eagles and the Demons, and also the River Rats will make a return. Remember the River Rats, the Metro side from our last episode? They're going to pop in and do a quick match here in the middle as well. The Eagles are coming off a doubleheader a couple of weeks ago where they took on the Nashville Kangaroos and the New York Magpies. So the Eagles started off, they fared well against So the Eagles fared well against Nashville, kicking 7-6-48 to the Roos 3-3-21. They did not, however, fare as well against New York as the Pies worked their way off to a huge win. The final tally, New York 15 goals, 10 behinds, 100 points, and the DC Eagles 4 goals, 3 behinds, 27 points. The last time we saw the Demons, they were playing a split squad Metro match, a new wrinkle in the annual Lake Day Classic. And today we're going to see the Demons once again along with the River Rats. Basically, the two teams that we saw in the last episode, they're going to play a quick match here in the middle. So it's going to start out basically, Boston will take on the DC Eagles. And then it's going to be the Demons and the River Rats and a little Metro skirmish in the middle. And then the last match of the day, once again, it's going to be the DC Eagles and the Boston Demons. So action's about to begin today, and before we get to it, the questions do begin. Will the Eagles fly, or will the Demons keep them grounded? Tune in for the answers to those questions next, coming up on this, the 106th episode of Stateside Footy. There's a groovy new show on public access television, and stations across the country are going vinyl. This is the show that features the tracks and stacks that take us all back, and it can be found on cable and online. Remember all those great times just hanging out with a bunch of records? You can relive them now just by tuning in to Goin' Vinyl. We've got a whole bunch of memories and a whole bunch of records, and we present them to you in each and every episode. We look back at all the fun, but also all the facts within the songs. It comes from the place where the platters still matter and the records still rock. Tune in for the music and the memories on each installment of Goin' Vinyl. Check with your local community TV station or check us out online at youtube.com/@goinvinyl. Both clubs getting in their huddles before the start of this game here. So once again, the way we're doing it take two. Okay, the clubs are just breaking out of their huddles now before the game starts. They're all getting to their individual positions now. And so once again, what we're going to do today, this is going to be a triple header. First game is going to be the DC Eagles against the Boston Demons. And then the middle game is going to be a quick match between the Boston Demons and one of their Metro sides. Once again, they're going to split up into two teams. So it's going to be the Boston Demons and the Boston River Rats. And then the Demons once again converge together for the third game, which once again is going to be the DC Eagles against the Boston Demons. So there we go. As the players all get to their respective positions and get ready. Rucks are getting into place here. And the umpire's in the middle of the ground, about to toss up the ball. Gearing up for what should be a great day of footy here. Nice weather, too. Not too hot. We actually had a bit of a hot and humid spell this week, but the weather here today has turned out nice. A little warmer than we thought, but still, there's a nice breeze, and it's not terribly humid, so it's pretty cool here today on the ground. And here we go. The ball goes up and hit out. Not hit out to clear advantage yet. Eagles trying to soccer it ahead. They can't do it. And here come the Demons now. That's a handball from Holston to McCarthy. Back to Holston now. Holston has the ball. He is dispossessed and then brought out. Number 3, Kansas Meyer for the Eagles with that. And he's actually going to get, I believe that's going to be he's actually going to get the ping for holding the ball. And that was going to be Holston. So, indeed, the free kick going to Kansas Meyer of the Eagles. And Meyer just gets it to the boot. People going under it. That is marked. That is a nice mark there. Can't see a number, though, yet. As soon as we do, we'll identify that player, too. Let's see here. Still cannot make out the number here. Maybe it's 33. I think that's 33, and the name on the roster here is Belzy. So let's see here. That kick goes up into the attacking area. It is marked once again. So good ball use by the Eagles. They get a mark in close, and this one will be in range. We could have the first scoring shot of the match here. With there's number 48. That's Luke Ibbs. And Ibbs just gets it to the boot. And I believe that's going to be a goal. I think he got it through the big sticks there. And indeed he did. So there we go. So the first scoring shot will go to the visitors from the District of Columbia. And it starts out with the score. The DC Eagles, 1 straight 6. And the Demons yet to crack the scoreboard. So who's going to get the first goal? It's going to be Eagles, and it's going to be number 48, Luke Ibbs. So nice job there by the Eagles. They didn't get the clearance as Demons were trying to work the clearance, but then Holston got pinged for holding the ball, and then just a kick from Meyer over to Belzy, and then went from there to Ibbs, and they were able to change together. And here come the Eagles once again. However, that kick, he's not able to get a clean kick to the boot, and now the Demons have it kicked toward their attacking half, but that's intercept marked there by the Eagles. And the Eagles kick it out. That's coming to the near boundary. Takes a weird bounce, but they're able to pick it up. And then he just handballs it. Can they get it to the boundary? There's a battle for the ball there. It's a tough footy. And here we go now. Demons, he tried to handball ahead, and they're going to get to it, though. And kick going towards the sticks. That's going to roll. I think that might go through as well. That's straightening up, and that's going to go through. So right there. The Eagles score a goal. You say, how are the Demons going to respond? They're going to score a goal. It rolls right through there. Jacob O'Meara Gill doing it again, getting another 6 points for his club. Well, obviously it's the first goal of this, but he's scored a bunch of goals for the Demons in the past, and that's why I'm saying it as a continuation of that. But nonetheless, there we go. So all of a sudden, not much time elapsed at all, and so far, we're at a straight kick for each team now. Scores level, 6-6 between the Eagles and the Demons. And who's going to get the clearance here? It looks like the Demons are trying to get clear. He's wrapped up. And we've got a whistle and a free kick. I think it might have been a push in the back. So the Demons will have the free kick now. And that kick goes up, and it's marked there. Allison Monahan. Actually, nope. It's going to be a free kick. There seemed to be a free kick down the way, so it's going to go. Or actually, I'm sorry, that might have been out on the full, depending on where it went. Although it didn't look like it was near the boundary, but something happened, and the Eagles got the free kick. But now the Demons trying to get it out of danger. Handball tries to get it to Jeff Hampshire. He just can't pick it up off the ground, and now the ball goes to ground. Another Demon has it now. He is dispossessed. Ball going to ground once again, and another Demon gets dispossessed. And now we've got a race to the ball. He's just going to try and soccer it ahead, and he kicks it toward the goals, goes past everyone, and let's see. It's going to be a down right in front there, and tries to do a quick knock on. He is stripped to the ball, though, but the play on calls the umpire. So he's able to kick this one. Not a good kick, though, but it comes through. And here we go with it now. That is number 54. That is Josh Dev. He gets it to the boot now, right up the middle, and goes short. The Eagles almost had it, though, but they're knocked off the ball by one of the Demons. And the Eagles have it now. Here we go. DC on the move. It's going to take a hop, and it's going to wind up. Can Hampshire get it? No, he can't. One of his teammates tries on, and then we've got basically looks like Aussie Rules Twister out there right now, and they're just going to ball it up in there for the Demons. Number 43, that's Coop, that's Mike Matera. Number 99, that's Nate Blumshine for the Eagles, and it's hit out and goes right into Eagle hands, and they're just going to kick it toward the goals. Let's see, that's going to go, and might have been touched, but either way, it's going to go through the secondary post anyway, so it goes through the. Basically goes in for a behind, so that's going to be a single point, but it puts the Eagles back in the lead now. It's 1-1-7 for the Eagles and 1 straight 6 for the Demons, and out of the kick out, the kick in, I should say, out of the goal square. The Demons move it ahead now, and bar boundary. They've definitely gotten some meters gained now. Handball goes off. Allison Monahan has it now. She handballs it off. That's a Monahan ball. And kicked ahead by one of the Ds. And sliding mark. That is beautiful. And he's just going to handball it ahead right now. Here we go. That's 7. I think that's Chris. Handballs to McCarthy now. McCarthy's going to go for the whole shooting match. And he has shot it. His first shot for the match. Going for the whole shooting match. And he puts it right between the big sticks. And the Demons... Once again, right now, these two teams are swapping scoring shots, one apiece. So we had a major for DC, then a major for Boston, and then a minor for DC, and now a major for Boston. And the Demons have hit the front. They're now sitting at 2 straight 12, and the DC Eagles are at 1-1-7. So we're seeing consistent scoring so far from both clubs. A very even match is what we've got here. Up it goes once again, and hit out to advantage by the Eagles. They get the clearance now, and that ball's going to roll. And who's going to get there first? Looks like one of the DC players will get to it. He's able to get it off the ground now, and he's able to get it to the boot. And, oh, that is a nice mark. And kicks it right in the middle. Oh, there we go. Centering ball up to number 77. That's Zane Zovac. Shot at it right here. And that kick going up. It's headed for the sticks, and that's going straight. That's a goal. So DC was at 117. But now, thanks to number 77, they're at 2-1-13, and they're back in front. So far, with the exception of the first one, every shot we've seen since the first two goals has been a lead change. A behind for DC, a goal for Boston, now a goal for DC. And DC leads by a point right now. It's 2-1-13 for the Eagles and 2 straight 12 for the Boston Demons. So they'll toss it back up at center now. Rucks get in position. Hit out, and looks like even though the Eagles get the hit out, looks like it's going to be the Demons with the clearance. Indeed, it is. And that's number 45. That's Matthew Mulligan. And that's, bouncing off a player in front. He is wrapped right up. And that's kicked near and goes to number 37 now. 37, that's Scotty Williams. And intercept mark there. That was beautiful. Number 45, Matthew Mulligan for the Demons. And it's coming right back into the Demons' attacking half. He gets it to the boot. Bit of a line drive kick there, and it goes to ground. A couple of players going on it now. Dev trying to get in there. And that's a kick from O'Meara Gill. I think that's going to go wide, though. But that's going to level up the scores once again. So now it's both clubs with 2 majors and a minor. Right now the score's level once again at 2-1-13. And here comes the kick in from the Eagles. Big high kick. And intercept marked by the Demons. It'll be coming right back. Boston now with the kick. Bit of a line drive kick. Right in front, that's Hampshire. Hampshire could have this one. He's within range. This could be a 7-point play for the Demons. He gets that to the boot. I don't know if it's going to have the range or the aim. It's going to bounce off a bunch of hands in front. And loose. Ball still in play. Eagles trying to get it out of danger right now. And that kick goes up. And let's see here. It's going to take a bounce. I believe it's going to be Demon friendly, though. Indeed, the Demons are getting it now. Handball going in. And he's trying to get out of a tackle. Handballs it off. And kicked in. Let's see. That's intercept marked by the Eagles, though. DC will bring it right back. DC up the far boundary. And, it'll sit right for him. No, that's Blumshine once again. He touches it to the ground. And just before he gets it to the boot, he's tackled, but he's able to get the kick off. Ken McCarthy got his hand in there on that handball. Nice job just blocking that up there. And then they're trying to knock it on. And handball out to Coop. Nice blind handball by McCarthy. And Coop now kicks to the near boundary. It's going to take a bounce. And it's going to wind up being picked up there by Kansas Meyer for the Eagles. Meyer kicks it ahead, takes a little hop. And he is wrapped right up, dispossessed. Oh, that's a throw. He threw that one. So it should be a free kick for the Demons. McCarthy with the free kick. He's just going to kick it out now, and let's see. And we've got a mark. And now it's coming back towards the center of the ground, and he tries to slide. He can't do it there. That was number 7. That's Chris once again. And it comes out. Let's see. Mulligan has it now. And handball to Monahan. She gets it to the boot now. And it's in a pack. No player can come down, but the Demon comes away with it finally, and there's a kick into forward 50. They've got somebody open there. He marks it! Right in front there. Number 1, Luke Hemingway. However, I think they're paying a free kick further on down the field. Or did it go out of bounds? It went out of bounds. Okay, so it's going to be a boundary throw-in. That's what happened. Sometimes it's hard to see with the crowning of this field what goes on the other side of the ground, but we got it there. So it had gone out of bounds before that kick came in, so as a result they had to do a boundary throw-in, and that gets balled up. And a free kick. I think someone just got pinged for holding the ball. Hampshire's going to get the free kick. Hampshire gets it to the boot, and let's see. It's almost an intercept mark there. The ball goes off, hands goes to ground. And then one of the Eagles picks it up now, and I believe it's gone out. Indeed it has. Once again, we'll have a boundary throw in. Up it goes, and let's see. Off of a couple of sets of hands. And Demons still have it. Handball back. He gets through a couple of tackles now. Gets that one to the boot, and let's see. It's going to take a hop, and Eagles going to pick up. He's tackled right away, but the Eagles are able to get it out of danger once again. They kick it back up the far side of the ground. That one is marked. So here we go once again. DC Eagles. Coming up now, and let's see. Oh, did he intercept mark it? Yes, he did. Nice job there by Chris. And he's just going to kick that one, and he can't mark it. A couple of players all over him. I think that was McCarthy in there. Hampshire in there as well. Eagles with it now. Handball goes off, and that is not held on to, though. Nice job getting in there, and I think it's just going to be, let's see. Tried to knock it on. There's Monahan with it now, and she gets off a handball. I guess that would be a Monahan ball. And it takes a hop, goes past an Eagle, goes past a couple of Demons. O'Meara Gill in there, and it goes to a Demon right now. He is taken off the ball before he can get it out. Kick goes to the boot. Let's see here. That's curving, and that's going to take a weird bounce. And I think that's a goal. I think it's a goal. I thought I saw two hands up, but it just wasn't sure. But they're talking with the umpire right now. Because it took a weird bounce. I think they're going to call that a minor score. Oh, no, it's actually going to be a ball up, like right in the shadows of the goal. Yeah, they're balling it up right by the goal, so I don't know what happened there. But coming out now, and this clearance is really important, and the Eagles able to get it. But that kick goes right into the hands of a Demon. Can't see the number yet, but the Demons with the intercept mark is going to be coming right back into attack. Takes his run up. Takes his kick. It's got the height. Has it got the aim? Actually, it dips a little bit down low, and it's still in play. And there's a battle for it there. And it's kicked across the face of goal. There's a race for it right now. Monahan gets there. A couple of players with her. She's able to get it, though. And she's able to get it to the boot. And let's see. Not 15. Play on, he says. Demons have it once again. He goes down just as he picks up the ball. Goes to McCarthy now. McCarthy wrapped up and dispossessed. He's able to get the knock-on off, though. And the ball is pinned to ground, and it's going to be called by the umpire, and he'll just say, that's my ball. Latter stages of the first half of this first match of this triple header, and right now we're knotted at 2-1-13 apiece. Coming out once again, McCarthy tries to get it to one of his teammates. Not McCarthy, Hampshire. We've got a whistle, and it's a handball, and it's going to the Eagles. Kansas Meyer with the free kick goes over everybody. Looks like the Demons will get there first, though. That's Chris. Handball to McCarthy now. McCarthy sees some space, gets a kick in, and there's a battle for it. Who's going to get there? Almost marked there by O'Meara Gill. Eagles have numbers, though, down there. But he is taking off the ball. He is dispossessed. He cannot get the kick off. The kick does get off here. However, almost intercept mark there. But right now the Demons have numbers around the ball. McCarthy has it now. He kicks it across, and let's see. That is not marked. Tried to kick it to Ryan Shaw. Shaw still has it. He's able to run now with it. He whiffs on the kick a little bit, but gets back down there and tries to knock it on, get it out of danger. But the Eagles are right around him. And we got a push in the back. And it's going to be Ryan Shaw getting the free kick. So Shaw with the free kick for getting a push in the back. He kicks it now. It's a little bit of a line drive kick. Takes a bounce and getting in there, one of the Ds. And he just puts a snap across the body. Marked in front. Hemingway with it now. Hemingway just kicks it right through. And that's going to be a goal for the Demons. Nice ball movement there. Nice use of the Sharon. The score I have right now on the ground at the end of one half of footy between the DC Eagles and the Boston Demons, it is the Boston Demons 3 goals, 1 behind, 19 points, and the DC Eagles 2 goals, 1 behind, 13 points. Coming up next, we've got second half action. It's the first game in a triple header. You're watching it right here on Stateside Footy. Are you into retro gadgets? Ta-da! Then here's your dose of old school tech. This is Tech Throwback, your place to turn for the techno trend from way back when. On Tech Throwback, we look at old computers, classic video games, and all those little doohickeys that used to brighten up your day.
Yeah!
Tech Throwback can be seen on public access television, or you can check us out online at vimeo.com/channels/Tech Throwback. It's the way we used to compute and play back in the day, and you can watch it anytime on Tech Throwback. So we're at halftime in game 1 right now, and the score stands the Boston Demons 3 goals, 1 behind, 19 points, and the visiting DC Eagles 2 goals, 1 behind, and 13 points. So Demons right now up by a straight kick, and so far both teams pretty accurate. And so far we've only had 2 minors against 5 majors, so lots of good scoring shots for both clubs here, and they're getting set to toss up the ball, and here we go for second half action, and out it comes, and once again the hit-out's going to the Eagles, and they're able to get the clearance. Here we go now. That kick goes in. I think he kind of shanked that one, though. There's a chase for it right now. Giving chase for it there is number 12, Ray Marcus. And that's going to go kicking in here. It's going to take a hop and then bounce back. It's going to take a weird bounce. So it comes out now, and a bunch of players go on the ground, and they just try and knock it on, going ahead, trying to get it on the ground to sit for somebody. And the Demons right now just trying to do anything to get out of danger. And we've got what looks like to be a whistle. And that's a boundary throw-in coming in and hit out once again by the Eagles, but then punched out by the Demons. Right into the hands of one of the Eagles, though. He's going to kick toward goal, and I think that's going to go past. Let's see, it's going to miss everything. So is that going to be another boundary throw-in, or did it go out on the full? No, it went out on the full because we're going to get a free kick, it looks like, to the Demons. In their own back pocket, that kick going up. Gaining some ground, going over everybody, and then hopping back. And actually getting it there is Mulligan. He's got it, and he's able to get around a bunch of people, get out of danger there. And McCarthy gets it back to Mulligan now, and then he has dispossessed the ball going back to ground there. Bunch of players going after it right now, and the umpire's going to call, and apparently there's going to be a holding the man and the free kick going to Kansas Meyer of the DC Eagles. And it's blocked. Nice job there, smothering that kick. I believe that was Ken McCarthy. Indeed it was. And now here come the Demons with it. It's Mulligan now. He's just going to run, and he's got to watch out he doesn't get called for running too far. He touches it to the ground now, gets past a couple of people, handballs out looking for Monahan. She's got it now, and she handballs it off. And here we go, another Monahan ball there. That kick well into attacking territory, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds, it looks like. Still, though, as far as the Demons go, it's meters gained. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in. That's a good result for the Demons because the throw-in is going to be in their left forward pocket. That kind of a line drive goes right in the hands of one of the Demons. He kicks it toward the goals. It's going to roll, and I believe that's a goal. That is a goal. So another 6 points for the Boston Demons. They increase their lead now to 2 straight kicks. It is 4-1-25 for the Bostonians. And 2-1-13 for the Districtonians. I don't know. But anyway. The Washington Club. Well, no. We already had the Washington football team, but anyway, we won't even go there now. But anyway, right now, Boston Demons up by 2 straight kicks in the second half of this first battle in this footy triple header that we're getting here today at Millennium Park as the ball goes up for grabs once again. Once again, hit out by the Eagles. And let's see, ball still in play. And here we go now, Demons with it. He's able to kick it. Nice big kick. Who's going to get there first, though? And see, it's going to go past everybody. We've got a race for it, though, and let's see. Picking it up there, that's going to be a Chris, number 7. Chris gets the kick in, and that's just going to roll. How far is it going to go? That might go all the way. That does go all the way. That is a trick rolling shot. Absolutely. Great, worthy of either a good footy game or even a good pool tournament, because that was a nice little trick shot there. Just went straight and straight and straight, never diverted, and no one could catch up to it, and wound up being another goal. So make that 3 straight kicks now, the lead for the Demons now. It is 5-1-31 over the Eagles, 2-1-13. So not only is it a 3-goal lead now, but the score is a numerical palindrome, if there is such a thing, 31-13, and it looks like the Demons might get another clearance here, as getting it out right now, that's Dev, who gets the handball from McCarthy, just kicks it, tries to go up the corner with it, and battling for it now is Mulligan once again. He's got it, and let's see, we got a whistle, and who's got what? We got a free kick, and that free kick is going to be going to the Demons. At center, number 45 once again, that's Matthew Mulligan. And that one is smothered right there. Mulligan gets it back. He is wrapped up, though. Did he have prior opportunity? He gets a handball out to McCarthy, though. McCarthy, and let's see, his kick goes up, and is marked. O'Meara Gill with it now. O'Meara Gill looking for and getting Chris once again. Within range, but just a bit of an angle. And he just handballs it to O'Meara Gill. O'Meara Gill with a snap. It's bending back. It's bending through. So that's what we call a Jacob O'Miracle. That one was on the way, bent the right way, went right through the big sticks, and all of a sudden it's a 4-goal lead for the Demons. At the start of this match, it looked like the Eagles really kind of had the guns going, but all of a sudden, out of the second half, the Demons come out of the chute with 3 straight kicks. And as a result, they now lead this one by a score of 6-1-37 to 2-1-13. And so come out once again. Let's see. Demons are able to get the clearance. The kick goes up, and oh, that is a nice mark. I think that's Morton on the far boundary. Indeed, that's Dave Morton, or Mortz as he's called. And then he gets the kick up, and let's see here. Oh, was that marked by Chris? That was marked, a diving mark. Nicely done. And he puts a nice kick in. Where's it going to wind up? It's going to bounce, and that's going to go through. Nope, that's up behind. I thought we were going to get another wild shot there. But now it's 6-2-38 to 2-1-13. And let's see, the kick in. Actually, Hampshire gets it now, and he's going to kick it right back into the attacking area. Bunch of hands going up for it, but it looks like the Eagles are going to get there first. He's able to get it, but that's coming this way. Will it land in bounds? Actually, that's a great spoil by McCarthy. McCarthy with a bit of a somersault there, but the ball winds up going out of bounds. And it'll be a free kick, actually, after that, going to. That's, once again, that's double Z, Zane Zovak, number 77. And let's see, going, oh, that is a nice mark on the opposite end of the ground there. Opposite side of the ground, I should say. And now they're going to kick it back over, looking for their target there. And that's Bernie Borges who has it now. And he's just going to kick it ahead, bit of a drop punt there. It's going to stop and then bounce off a set of hands. He's able to pick it up off the ground, gets it across the body, and ball going to ground there. And tries to get it, he's wrapped right up, and then they're going to ball it up. Eagles in the shadow of their goals. Looking to stop the rot and turn this around because all of a sudden the Demons have caught fire. And hit out. Nice job there. But the Eagles will pick it up. And that shot goes. That's smothered again. And here come the Demons with it. He takes it right up and kicks it. And McCarthy marks it. Ken McCarthy with the mark. McCarthy now, near side, looking for, getting O'Meara Gill. He's going to play on now. And he's just going to do a grubber kick there, leading Chris if it can sit for him. Will it sit for him? He gets it. He stops, sells some candy. Can he get it to the boot? He does, and he gets it through. The Demons are screaming right now. 7-2-44 now for the Demons. Still 2-1-13 for the Eagles. And, I mean, the first half, this one was a battle. Back and forth, back and forth. Goal here, behind here, goal, behind. I mean, basically, up until the latter stages, really the latter seconds of that first half, we were knotted up at 2-1-13. Then the Demons got the late goal right as the half expired, went 3-1-19. And since then, it's been 5 scoring shots, nothing but Demons. 4 goals and a behind. And right now, they're up 44-13 as it comes out of the ruck once again. And Eagles trying to move it forward. And we've got a whistle there and holding the man. So it's going to be a free kick going to the Eagles. And that's number 99 once again. That's Nate Blumshine. And he's going to kick it toward the center. And spoiled there by Hampshire. And unfortunately, the Demons can't pick it up off the ground. Bunch of players going after it now. Play on, calls the umpire. And the Demons have it now. That kick going through. Tries to get it to Monahan. Monahan actually just goes over her head. And the Eagles pick it up once again. He takes a running bounce. Sells some candy. Takes another running bounce. And, he almost loses it. But he gets it now. Gets it to the boot. And intercept mark in the shadow of the goals. The Demons back line coming up huge. And he's going to handball it off now. Matera has it now. And boom. He's got it. And he's taking the mark. He's going to play on, kick it up the far side, and it's going to be just a race for it right now. Looks like the Eagles will get there first. He is wrapped right up. And with it now, that's Holston. Holston handballs off. Here come the Demons once again. He gets it to the boot, and he's going to take a hop and go past everybody. And the Eagles are going to pick it up, try and bring it back. A lot of action in the midfield right now. Eagles trying to kick it up through now. Who's going to get there first? Looks like the Demons will have it once again. So here we go. Far boundary. He is dispossessed. He gets the ball back. Handball goes a little far. And the Eagles have it right now. That kick in towards the sticks. Intercept marked right there. And he's got to play on. And the Demons will once again just turn it right around into attack. But then it's intercept marked by the Eagles. And that ball will be coming right back. Kicked in. And he's got it now. They center it up a little bit. And that's going to be Zovac once again, number 77. So you got the 2 questions there. Does he have the distance? Does he have the aim? We're about to find that out. And that's a bit of a line drive kick. That's going well wide, but it's marked. Right in front of the sticks. Big angle, though. I believe that's number 48, Luke Ibbs. I believe he already has a goal. Taking his run up, makes his kick. And that's a goal. Eagles have stopped the rot and they get their first points of the second half. They finally stopped this Demons advance, and all of a sudden it's 7-2-44 for the Boston side now, and the DC side it is 3-1-19. As it comes out back to center. As we continue through what's going to be the latter part of this second half. After this one, by the way, we still have 2 more games yet to go. The River Rats are going to be back, and they're going to be playing the Demons, and then the Rats will take on the Eagles afterwards. But right now we got a whistle, and looks like we've got someone get pinged for a throw, I believe. So we got a free kick going to Zovac once again for the Eagles. Zovac puts it up, and let's see here. It's going to take a bounce. And, he's got it now. Takes a shot towards the sticks. Off-angle shot. Can he get it there? 2 goals in a row for the Eagles. DC is back. And they've cut the lead by 12 points. Right now, 44-25, so we're talking a 19-point lead. 3 straight kicks plus a behind. The difference right now in this one. And so after the Demons came out of the gate and just went all over the place with it, all of a sudden, DC comes back with a couple. Can they continue this, or is this going to be a case of too little, too late? We'll see. And he comes out once again and getting the clearance this time. It looks like it's going to be the Demons. He is wrapped up. That's got to be ball. That is ball. Holding the ball once again. Zovac getting the free kick after that nice tackle. Gets his kick, and that is marked. As marked there by Borges, number 7, Bernie Borges. This can be such a streaky, momentum-based game. That one is curving, not enough, though. It looks like, actually, that might go through. Actually goes off a bunch of hands now, so that looks like that's going to wind up being a rushed behind. So the Demons are going to take the kick in from their own back goal scorer. And right now we're at 7-2-44 for the Demons, 4-2-26 for the Eagles as the kick in comes out, and it's marked by the Demons, and they try and bring it further up looking for Monahan, and it's taken right out from over her head. And here come the Eagles, bringing it right back. That kick goes in, and that is a nice spoil. Demons right in there, and they're able to dispossess one of the Eagles who's about to pick up the ball. He's got like 3 players on him now. Demons have numbers, and it's Ball, holding the ball. Demons will get the free kick. Apparently he had prior opportunity, could not dispose of it properly. And here come the Demons now. They kick it to the far side of the ground. And going in and getting it right there. That's Shaw. Shaw with it now. Shaw, big kick in, looking for it. Can he get him? It's going to go in. It's going to roll. And Chris has it now. Chris gets out. He's right in front. And he is just going to put that one right through. So the Demons putting a stop to that little streak from the Eagles. And now they've hit the half ton. 8-2-50 for the Boston squad. For the DC Eagles, 4-2-26. So everyone's coming out once again. The ball goes up to center. And coming out and knocked ahead. Oh, that's a big kick, though, and goes past a bunch of players there. Just going to try and soccer it off the ground into possession. They've got it now. Eagles have it. He is wrapped up. Oh, let's see what's he get there. That's Ball. Another free kick for the Demons. Another big tackle, and that kick that bounces off a body, so it's not 15 and basically was touched. So they try and handball it off. Let's see. We get a whistle. And it looks like that's going to do it. That is full time, I believe. Or is it? I don't see players leaving the ground yet, or are they? Yep, no, they're doing the handshake, so that's it. That is indeed full-time in this first game of this footy triple header here at Millennium Park in West Boylston, Massachusetts. Final score in game number 1, the Boston Demons, 8 goals, 2 behinds, 50 points, and the DC Eagles, 4 goals, 2 behinds, and 26 points. That'll do it for this game, but that will not do it for this episode of Stateside Footy. Coming up next, we've got the River Rats, we've got the Demons, we've got more footy on the way, so don't go anyplace. You're watching Stateside Footy. There's a groovy new show on public access television, and stations across the country are going vinyl. This is the show that features the tracks and stacks that take us all back, and it can be found on cable and online. Remember all those great times just hanging out with a bunch of records? You can relive them now just by tuning in to Goin' Vinyl. We've got a whole bunch of memories and a whole bunch of records, and we present them to you in each and every episode. We look back at all the fun, but also all the facts within the songs. It comes from the place where the platters still matter and the records still rock. Tune in for the music and the memories on each installment of Goin' Vinyl. Check with your local community TV station or check us out online at youtube.com/@goinvinyl. We've got second game action about to begin. We saw the Demons in the first one there with a nice big win over the DC Eagles, 8-2-50 to 4-2-26. And right now it's going to be the Demons going up against the River Rats. So this will be the split squad game. This is the thing like we had in our last episode where they had the big split squad game over at Ipswich River Park. And today it's going to be the Demons and the Rats. This one's going to be 10 aside. So this, not 10 aside, I'm sorry, 10 and a half. So this is going to be a little shorter there. But then what's going to happen is after this is done, the River Rats will be back, but they'll be wearing Boston Demons colors. Because obviously if you look at the River Rats, they're blue and yellow, kind of like the Eagles are blue and yellow. So I was actually joking with a couple of the River Rats. It's like, you know, you might be the first Metro side that needs a clash jumper, but when they're playing the Eagles, they're going to be out in Demons colors too. Hopefully by then we'll be able to get new jumper numbers and everything right there. So the ball goes up. That's just about to get ready here. Here we go. The whistle goes off. The ball goes up, and we've got game 2 of this footy triple header here. And it comes out, and looks like the River Rats will get the clearance there. Kick goes out to the far side of the ground, and that's stolen there. The Demons kicking up now, looking for, not quite getting it to McCarthy. He gets it now off. Now actually just soccers it off the ground. Rats have it now. He's working with it. Big kick in, looking for somebody up front, and let's see. He's going to take a weird bounce, like the Sharon does a lot of times. And one player gets knocked off the ball. Still a battle for it. We get a whistle, and it looks like it'll be a boundary throw-in. The ball did go over the boundary. So it's going to be coming up right now. Up it goes, and let's see here. Coming out and off hands once again. And the Rats will have it. They kick it toward the goals. And let's see, that's just going to move. And one of the Demons is right there, almost like a goalkeeper. I believe that's Holston has it now. He takes a running bounce, almost loses it. He's got it now. And he's able to get it to the boot. And goes off a set of hands. Demons almost lost it there. And the ball goes to ground. We got a whistle, and it looks like we've got a high tackle. And it's a free kick going to the Demons. He's just going to play on now. Kick up the far end, the far side rather. Taken, and then he's able to handball it off finally. Or does he? For a whistle. And I believe that was a free kick, but he's just going to play on. Goes right in front. Oh, it goes off his hands. He can't mark it. Here come the Demons once again. He's just wrapped up and dispossessed there. Ball goes to ground. Handball to head. Demons looking for some kind of presence for right now. It goes to McCarthy. McCarthy once again in the midfield, kicking it through to looking for, and getting his man there. Going up against Ari Joniak there. That is number 7 once again for the Demons. That's Chris. And that kick going up, and let's see here. It's going to take a bounce, and I think that's going to wind up in Dave Morton's hands. Morton touches to the ground. Kicks it up now up the corridor, and intercept mark there. That's Chris, number 7. And he's going to kick it across, and that is marked. And that kick going in, and let's see, it's going to take a skip and a bounce and a hop, and Joniak has it, and it's going to touch the behind post. So that's going to be a, let's see, and I think it's going to be a boundary, let's see, it touched the behind, did it? It did touch the behind post, so that's going to be a boundary throw-in. Yeah, because if it touches the behind post, technically it's out of bounds. Like if it touches the goal post, it's a behind. And it's thrown in now, almost in the hands of one of the Demons there. McCarthy trying to get it off the ground. He's dispossessed. McCarthy with it again. He is wrapped up. He's able to get the handball off, though, although it winds up going just to him. And a couple of players battling for it on the ground. I think the umpire is just going to call for it and get the ball up. Early stages of this first half of this match between the River Rats and the Boston Demons. No score yet. And the River Rats trying to move with it right now. Here we go. That's a kick up the far boundary looking for. And, oh, he can't quite get his man, but let's see. Kicks it ahead now. And, oh, he can't get it. And the Demons will pick it up. He touches the ground now. Handball goes a little errantly. McCarthy has it now. And he just tries to kick it across the body. Gets it to Monahan. It'll sit for her. And she gets that kick going now. And can she get it to Chris? She can indeed. Chris once again just leading Ari Joniak to the ball. And then he kicks it wide. Let's see. Marking contest in there. And it's going to go to ground. And with it there, that's Shaw. Shaw with a kick. That's not going to straighten up. So that's going to be a behind. First scoring shot for either club. It's a minor. Shaw with the behind, and now it's 1-behind-1 for the Demons. And the kick in. Let's see here. That's taken easily. And it goes to, let's see, that might be, did that go out on the full? Yep, out on the full. Tried to get it over to Morton, but it was over the line. So out on the full, it's going to be a Demons free kick, and Chris will take it. Dave Morton will be the man on the mark. And he's just going to kick it across the ground, looking for, can he get his man? Oh, no, just past the hands of number 51 there, Danny Ponting. And, oh, he almost took the running bounce, has it, and run down, dispossessed. Almost run down there by Ken McCarthy. Ken McCarthy was able to get his hands in and mess up with his rhythm so that he couldn't continue to hang on to the ball. And with it, once again, that's Ponting. And he handballs it back. And that kick going up and almost, oh, here we go. Ryan Shaw's got it once again. He's already got a scoring shot, touches it to the ground, makes himself some space, kicks across the body, and that's a goal. First two scoring shots of the match going to Ryan Shaw. One went wide, one did not. Very well done there. So it's now 1-1-7 for the Demons. Still nothing for the Rats. As we get some clouds coming in here now, looking a tiny bit foreboding. Good thing I remembered the rain gear for the cameras. As it goes up once again and comes off and hit out by Hampshire. And I believe that's going to be Danny Ponting once again has it. And, actually now the River Rats have it. Handball goes off. That's Morton now. Morton with a handball. And here we go. The kick along the ground. Marked. Right half forward flank now. And they're just going to try and kick it into the attacking half. That is intercept mark there. Nice job of the Demons, and they're going to kick it right back out. Can they get it to him? Yes, they can. Here we go. The Demons are away. They're on their way. Kick goes up, and let's see. Oh, that is marked. And Chris will stop. He will not play on. He'll stop. And Shaw going up to full forward. And that kick going up once again. There's a marking contest. Who's going to get there first? Shaw can't get. He gets it, though, off the ground. Kicks it across the body. And is that another goal? That is another goal. Ryan Shaw is on fire right now. There have been 3 scoring shots this half. Ryan has 3 scoring shots for himself. All of them, his. Started out with a behind, and then 2 straight goals. So now the Demons, off of the boot of Ryan Shaw, lead this one 2-1-13. Rats still yet to touch the scoreboard. And once again, this is a shortened game, so this is only 10-minute halves on this one. So we'll see what the Rats can put through here. And oh, here we go now. Rats, that's a kick. That's going pretty straight. I think that looks like it's a goal. I didn't see the signal from the goal umpire. I'm hearing lots of oh no. I think we're setting up. That's a kick in, so that's actually that's only a single point. But that's okay. The Demons started with a single point. Look what happened with them. Kick in from the Demons out of their own back goal square. That is marked on the pocket. He's just going to go back, take his time, get his kick. And a kick going up now, and let's see. Intercept mark there by the Rats, and they'll kick it right back in, looking for, and getting his man right there. And let's see, the kick is going to go high and wide. Eagles still have it. The Rats still have it, though. And he's able to get in now. He's in close. Gets it to the boot. Did he check side it through? Yes, he did. What did I tell you? Demons started with a minor, and they came back with a couple of majors. Rats started with a minor, and they just came back with a major. So at the end, he just had it. It's a clean pass to the goal. A little bit of an angle, but he just went check side with it as he passed the goalpost, put it right through. And there we go. So it's definitely not the cloud cover we were expecting here. So my apologies to all those of you who are straining to see the darkened images here. So it's coming out once again. And actually the Rats will get the clearance. He's taken down by McCarthy. Was he able to get the ball off, though? Yes, he was. Play on calls the umpire, and now it's going to get kicked to the far boundary, to the far side, I should say, near the boundary. And Demons just trying to push it ahead. And then that goes down. Chris has it now. Once again, looks like the Rats have numbers around the ball, but nonetheless, they're not going to be able to move it out of position, so it's just going to be a ball up. Umpire calls for it. He'll toss it up for grabs, and it'll come out once again. And they will. Ari Joniak gets the kick there, and they get the clearance. And let's see where that's going to go. That's going to go out of bounds. Did it roll out, or did it go out on the full? Do we have a boundary throw-in, or do we have a boundary throw-in? Okay, the umpire signals a boundary throw-in. So boundary throw-in on the far side of the ground. Up it comes now. And let's see, going over and hit up by Hampshire. And we got a whistle. I believe that's it, so that'll be the first half. First half of what started to look like a runaway affair, but all of a sudden, the Rats came back and made this one a footy match. And that's where we stand right now at the end of the first half. The score stands, the Boston Demons 2 goals, 1 behind, 13 points. And the Rats coming back with some late points, and right now they're at one goal, 1 behind, and 7 points. Second half action comes up next. We'll see how this one turns out. It's a short game between the D's and the Rats. You'll see it right here on the special triple-header edition of Stateside Footy. There's a groovy new show on public access television, and stations across the country are going vinyl. This is the show that features the tracks and stacks that take us all back, and it can be found on cable and online. Remember all those great times just hanging out with a bunch of records? You can relive them now just by tuning in to Goin' Vinyl. We've got a whole bunch of memories and a whole bunch of records, and we present them to you in each and every episode. We look back at all the fun, but also all the facts within the songs. It comes from the place where the platters still matter and the records still rock. Tune in for the music and the memories on each installment of Goin' Vinyl. Check with your local community TV station or check us out online at youtube.com/@goinvinyl. Second half action about to start in this midpoint game between the Boston Demons and the Boston River Rats here. Part of this footy triple header, which is here today. The Demons are here, the River Rats are here. Well, of course, they're both here. They're from Boston. They should be here. But the DC Eagles have come to town to participate too, and they played in actually the first game of this one where the Demons got them by a score of 50-26. Keep up with Stateside Footy online. We're on Facebook as Stateside Footy TV, and on X, the thing they used to call Twitter, and Instagram, under the name BillR_SS Footy. All likes and follows are graciously accepted and appreciated right here on Stateside Footy. And here we go. Footy's in action, and that ball goes up, and the River Rats have it now. They get the clearance. And kicking up, and oh my goodness, showing a bit of speed there. Nice job. That's number 58 for the Demons, who actually I don't think I have here right now, but nonetheless, nice job there, just turning on the Jets, getting in the way of that one and spoiling it, and causing it looks like a free kick. No, I'm sorry, it is a boundary throw, and they just gave it to one of the River Rats, and now it comes out of that ruck, and River Rats have it. They get can they get the clearance? And he's able to pick it up now, handball it off, and Hampshire has it now. Hampshire for the Demons. Stops and then kicks, and let's see, can he get it to McCarthy? Indeed, he does. Ken McCarthy doing his thing in the Demons midfield, as always. Looking for a target. Going, stuttering, stopping. Getting to the boot. Big kick in there. Can he get it to Chris? Nope, he can't field it cleanly. It's going to go to ground. A couple of players going after it now. And we get a whistle and a free kick going to the Demons. And can they get it to, they can't get it to anyone now, and the River Rats will take it. They were on a streak. They scored the last 7 points in the first half. And can they do this again? He touches the ground now, but they're just going to go right up the corner. Handballs it off and stops, touches once again. and gets that kick out. Can he get his target there? Oh, it takes a weird bounce, but it winds up right in River Rat's hands. He's got it now. He's loose. He gets it to the boot. Can he get it through there? And let's see here. I can't see the goal umpire. It's 1 point. So 1-2-8 now. Game getting a little tighter. And the Demons will get the throw in. Kicked out now and marked. Kick in by Ryan Shaw, who is responsible for all the Demons' points in this match. And that kick going in the middle of McCarthy. McCarthy's able to get it, pull it down cleanly, and he's just going to play on. Handball's off to Hampshire. Hampshire has it now. And he touches ground. He kicks, and let's see here. Intercept mark there by the Rats. Nicely done. And that kick coming in takes a bounce. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not going to take a bounce. I didn't see Allison Monahan there. But she's able to get it now. She handballs it off, and it goes back to her. Here we go, Monahan with it. And that kick going up to Hampshire. Hampshire puts off a big kick heading to the attacking half there. And that is marked by Chris. Chris with a kick in. And let's see here. I don't think that's going to make it. If so, it's going to be maybe a behind, or was it out on the full? I did not see a signal from the umpire. No, I guess it was a behind because they're taking the kick in once again from their own back goal square. So the Demons with a point there, and then once again they get their lead back up to a straight kick. It's 2-2-14 to 1-2-8. And with it now the Rats, and he's marked it. And that kick going up, and he jumps up. He's got it now. And he's going to stop. Just take his time. Let his targets get together. And he goes up, and that is marked as well. And he's going to handball it off. And that's a big kick going in. It's going to be a little too high. It's going to be intercept marked by Ryan Shaw. Shaw with it now. He's just going to play on. He touches it to the ground. He keeps going. He handballs off now looking for Hampshire. Hampshire has it now. Handballs it back to Shaw. Shaw with a kick to the boot. And it's going to go past a bunch of players, and nobody will get to it. It's going to be a boundary throw-in as the ball rolls out of bounds over the far boundary. So the players will line up. And up it goes once again, and let's see. No clear head out, although the Eagles looking for the clearance. Can they finally get it out? They've got the ball, and here we go. And that kick going up, and he's marked. And that kick going up, and let's see, goes past a couple of players. But they've got it now with it, the River Rats. He just stops, and I think he's going to be called for ball. Nope. They say he didn't have prior opportunity. He just held his place and just stopped with the ball, so it'll be a ball up. Still meters gained for the River Rats as he comes out once again. And he takes it right out of the ruck. Nice job there. He spins around. He is free. He is free. He's toward the goals. And let's see. He kicks it, and that's a goal. So there we go. The River Rats have made it all the way back. They started out down 13. Then after giving up 1 point in the second half, they have fully come back, and now the scores are level. Each club, 2-2-14. Which would be interesting, because I actually don't think we've had an official draw ever on Stateside Footy. I know we had one that they actually wound up playing an extra quarter. That was a few years ago with the Cats and the Demons, but I don't know if we've actually had a match on Stateside Footy that has ended in a draw. So that would be interesting to think about here. And it comes out, and both ruckmen kind of missing the boat a little bit on that one there, but Holston with it now. That's a big kick from Holston. Can he mark it in front? Yes, he can. That's a big one there. So here we go. He's going to take his run up. Will the Demons take the lead back? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. He snuck it inside that right goalpost. That's up, and that's a major. And as soon as they gave up the lead, the Boston Demons get it back. So now the score stands 3-2-20 for the D's, 2-2-14 for the Rats. As we continue in the latter stages of this particular match. Just a reminder, by the way, that this game is not too far from being over, but that doesn't mean this episode is too far from being over, because we still have another game coming up there. These River Rats will take on the DC Eagles in game number 3 of this particular triple header. As it comes out now, the clearance from McCarthy kicks it deep into Demons attacking territory, but there, they pick it up. Ari Joniak has it now, gets it to the boot, takes a hop, and, knocked over by McCarthy there. Ken McCarthy gets it to, can he get it to sit for him? No, but that could have been hands in the back, but it wound up, we've got something now going on. I believe it's going to be a free kick to McCarthy. Yeah, that contact was a little high. And the kick going now for McCarthy, and it's marked. Chris has it now. Chris on his way toward the goals. And let's see here. I think he's going to get pinged for running too far. He had the mark. He was on his way, and I was wondering. I saw the umpire with like his hand on the whistle, and I'm like, is it going to be? It's going to be a free kick for the Riverettes because Chris had the ball. He just was running too far with it. And the intercept mark is taken by Jeff Hamshire, so it's going to come back anyway. But, yeah, you don't see that one called too much, but you'll see it on occasion. Running too far. We've seen it happen a couple of times here. And let's see, that kick goes in, goes over Ari Joniak's head, goes over it again with a bounce, but then he's got it now. And let's see, kicks it back out. And, Morton can't get it. Morton's got it now off the bounce. And he'll handball it off. And here come the River Rats looking to once again try and knot up these scores. Kick going to center. Let's see. Holston will not get there in time, but he'll get the handball now. Holston with a kick in, looking for. He's got an open target, wide open, and he's got him now. And that's number 2 there, who does not look like Ali Monahan by any way, shape, or form. We've got a couple of number 2s on the ground now there. But the River Rats look to knock it away once again here. Get it out of danger. Nope, Demons have it now, and Chris has it. He is wrapped up a couple of times, and that is ball. Holding the ball, called on the Demons, so it'll be a free kick. Free kick there for the River Rats. And they have to move it down the ground in a hurry. That comes out there. It's going to take a skip, a hop, but a jump, and roll out of bounds. Still a good result for the River Rats, though, if we're talking strictly meters gained. Because they basically were kicking in their own back pocket. Now it's halfway up the ground. They just need to get a clearance off this stoppage here. So it comes up once again and coming out, and let's see. Morton has it now. But then Holston has it. And we got a whistle. I think we're out of bounds again. So another boundary throw in here. Middle part of the ground. Up it comes once again, and that's going to go well out of everyone's range, so they're going to redo it. Kind of like playing football back when you were kids in the street. It's a do-over. Up it goes, and coming out, and Riverettes trying to get the clearance. Can't quite do it, though. And let's see. The Demons will have it now, and that'll do it. Well, we mentioned, I was wondering if, what happens if we had a draw here. We didn't have a draw. It was a late goal from the Demons that wound up fixing it there, so the Demons have won a couple in a row. And so this middle match of the triple header is done. The final score here, the Boston Demons, 3 goals, 2 behinds, 20 points. And the Boston River Rats, 2 goals, 2 behinds, and 14 points. And it's going to be coming up next year on this edition of Stateside Footy. By all means, do not go anyplace.
Are you into retro gadgets? Ta-da! Then here's your dose of old school tech. This is Tech Throwback, your place to turn for the techno trend from way back when. On Tech Throwback, we look at old computers, classic video games, and all those little doohickeys that used to brighten up your day.
Yeah!
Tech Throwback can be seen on public access television, or you can check us out online at vimeo.com/channels/Tech Throwback. It's the way we used to compute and play back in the day, and you can watch it anytime on Tech Throwback.
You're watching Stateside Footy, the program that brings you Australian rules football as it's played here in America. If you'd like to learn more about the league, or maybe find a team to play in, just go to the USAFL's new website. It's AussieRulesUSA.com. That's all you have to do. Check it out and see if you can find a footy club near you. And by the way, if you can't, they might even be able to help you start one up. Boston Demons getting set for another match with the DC Eagles. And they're getting set here. They already had a big win, 50-26, first game of this whole thing. And here we go once again. DC and the D's. Eagles and Demons about to go at it here to finish up this triple header of footy on this Saturday afternoon in Millennium Park, and the ball goes up for grabs and hit out, and the Demons have it now, looking to get the clearance. Not the Demons, I'm sorry, the Eagles. And the kick goes, it's a spinning kick, and it's going to head toward the boundary. And then he picked up, and he's wrapped right up by Ari Joniak there. He's able to get the handball off, though, and that's Scotty Williams with it now. And that goes out, and let's see here. A couple of players going for it. And it's going down, and there we go. So that's 54, Josh Dev in it there with number 99, Nate Blumshine. And it's just being called for a ball up. It goes up and hit out. Do the Demons get the clearance? No, they don't. River Rats have it now. Blumshine has it once again. Over now to Zovac. Zovac with a kick in, and it's going to curve in, and I think it's going to be a behind. First points of the match going to the DC Eagles. It did go a little wide, though, but there we go. So that's that. 1 behind 1 for the DC Eagles. The Demons yet to touch the scoreboard. And the kick in. That's marked there by Matera. Michael Matera, the man they know as Coop. That's kicked in now, and that is marked there. Matthew Mulligan once again. Actually, is it Mulligan or Milligan? I'm sorry, it might be Milligan. And let's see, the kick is marked there. That's Chris, number 7. I'm sorry, it's not Chris, number 7. Or does he get it now? That kick going over now, that's number 17. That's Pat Kane. And that's going to be marked right there. I think number 6, it's Kai Maxfield for the Eagles. Kicks up, and that is a nice mark. He had somebody right on him. Kansas Meyer able to hang. He's getting harassed, but he's able to hang on to the ball. And now he just kicks a little line drive up the far boundary. That's just going to skip and roll out of bounds. So it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Up it goes, and taken there. And here come the Demons with it now. That's Milliken. Milliken has it, gets her on a tackle, is able to move in, make himself some space. Then he gets off a line drive kick, which is intercept marked there by one of the Eagles. So DC will bring it right back into attack. And just a little chip kick there, and not marked, goes to ground actually. Demons have it right now, and he gets the handball off just before he's brought down. Kick goes to a midair and taken and marked. That's Pat Keene. And he just lines it. Can he get his man in? Oh, no. Tried to get it to Luke Hemingway. Demons do pick it up off the boot, though. That is kicked in. I think that's going wide. Or is that going to be marked? Oh, that's marked. Intercept marked right before it went through the goals. Well, in this case, the goal in the behind post. And that is intercept mark. That is a beautiful leap and a beautiful grab. And he's just going to play on. And he kicks toward the goals. Can he make that angle? I believe I see one hand. Indeed it is. So there we go. So now it's DC 1 behind 1 and the D's 1 behind 1. And so now the Eagles set to take the kick in from their own back goal square. Early stages of this one's going to be a 2 15-minute halves between the Demons and the Eagles. And let's see here. Kick goes in and coming out and bounces off the hands of Zovac. Goes to ground, bounces off a couple of Demon hands, and here come the Eagles. He sidesteps, he is wrapped up, and he gets it to the boot, and it's marked. Nice job there by Nate Blumshine once again. And he's just going to put it right up the corner. And, he had it marked, but he couldn't hang on to it, and the Demons will pick it right up there. And he's dispossessed. It goes to ground. The Demons will still have it, though. And he's able to, he takes a running bounce and then leaves the ball behind. That was a number 15 there. I think that was Jack Masry. And then there's a whistle, And I think we're going to have another ball up, or are we? Yep. Nope, that's actually going to be a free kick. Free kick to the Eagles, and they get it up the ground. And the kick goes in. That is going to be intercept mark there. Right there is Josh Dev. And Josh Dev looking for Ari Joniak just outside his hands. And let's see, with it there, that's number 28. That's Sammy Grossman. And there's a little bit of configuration in the middle there. And I believe we're going to just ball it up. Nope, actually ball. Was holding the ball. Joniak gets a free kick. Handballs it off to Keene now. Keene looking for a target. Kicks it in now, and let's see. Almost intercept mark. The ball is loose along the ground. Eagles have numbers around the ball, though, and they just kick it off to the pocket, and they mark it. And that's just a low kick. Inside, though, they've got it now. And that's Spilliam. And it's going to wind up in the hands of the Demons now. With it there, kick number 15, that's Jack Masry. And that is intercept marked there by the Eagles. So DC once again turning it right around into attack. They kick it up the far boundary, and it goes through between a couple of players. Zovak does pick it up. And kicking in the middle. He's got a target there. He can't get it, though. And so there's going to be a battle for it. A couple of players going down for it. Eagles with numbers around the ball, but Coop standing his ground, not letting that ball get away. Nice job there. Up it goes once again, and out. The clearance going to the Eagles now. They cleared out the stoppage. That kick going in towards the sticks. That's long. That is far. That is a goal. First major score of the match going to the DC Eagles. Long kick there. But definitely had the mustard on it. So it goes through. And the first major score of the match goes to the DC Eagles. And they now lead this one 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 points. And the Demons still just at the 1 behind 1. You can keep up with Stateside Footy online. We're on Facebook. We're on Stateside Footy TV. Just go to Facebook. Just check out Stateside Footy TV. We're there. But we're also on Instagram and on X, a.k.a. Twitter, at BillR_SS Footy. All likes and follows graciously accepted and appreciated right here on Stateside Footy. As the ball goes back up to center. Players going in position, and here we go. Ruck's getting set to get to work and hit out. Nice job there by the Demons, but it's cleared by the Eagles. And here we go with it right now. That is number 12. That's Ray Marcus. And that kick goes in off the hands of Ari Joni, right in the hand of Blumshine. And the Demons able to get it out of danger now. I think that's Dave Morton. Morton with a kick there. Looking for it. Couldn't quite get Jack Masry. Masry has it now. And then he gets the handball off. Oh, does he? I see a whistle. Oh, and he got legged. Masry got legged, so he's going to get the free kick. Low tackle, free kick. And Masry will kick it up the boundary. Almost an intercept there, but he ran ahead. He had the speed, just left something behind, namely the Sharon. Demons now with it once again. And here we go. He's got some space. Kicking in. Can he get it? Oh, it just goes over Chris. And here they come out the other way now. Chipping it in there. It goes off a couple of hands and going in for it there. Once again, trying to get it there. That's Milliken. Milliken has it now. He's got some room. He can get it to the boot. He does now. Where's that going to go? That's going to go. That's going to be marked right in front by Chris. And he's going to follow up. He's going to play on. And he's going to give the Demons their first major of the match. Scores a level. 1-1-7 apiece. So here we go once again, kind of like we had last time, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. The main difference, of course, being that that burst to start the second half from the Demons as they bring it back up to center. Big goal by the Demons. And up it goes once again, and can the Demons get the clearance? It looks like they will. And with it there's Keene. He's quickly dispossessed. But with it now, once again, that's Milliken. Milliken with another kick in towards the sticks. It looks like it's going to go off of somebody. I believe that'll be a behind. But behind or not, it still gives the Demons the lead for the moment there. And now it's 1-2-8 for Boston, 1-1-7 for DC. And DC takes the kick in now. It's going up the middle there, and it goes off a couple of hands, goes to ground, and He is wrapped up, is able to get rid of the ball, though. He's able to dispose of the ball just as he's wrapped up. So here we go now. That's coming in, and, oh, that is marked. Nice mark there. I believe that's a Blumshine once again. He gets the kickoff. He's got a target open in space, and he's able to get that there. That's Spilliam. So the Demons have just come back with the goal and then the behind to take the lead. And with one straight kick, the Eagles might erase all of that. He's going to take his walk up right here. Now his run up. And it's a straight kick. Let's see here. That's going to go. I think that's a goal. Or is it? Let's see. Yeah, they're bringing it back to center, so that is a goal. So just as soon as the Demons score their major and come back and take the lead, all of a sudden it goes back to the Eagles, kind of like it was the first time. So now it's 1-2-8 for the Boston Demons, 2-1-13 for the DC Eagles. Just a reminder that Stateside Footy is the show that lets you get your footy on cable or online. Check us out on vimeo.com/channels/Stateside Footy TV and also youtube.com @Stateside Footy TV. And once again, here we go. Demons get the clearance this time. Kick goes into their forward 50 and let's see. Goes in the pocket. He's got it, handballs it off. They still have it now. It's loose. And let's see, that's a sharp kick. Can he get it there? Oh my goodness! Was that Matt Wood? That was a sharp kick there. Quite an angle. And as soon as the Demons fall behind, they go back in the lead. And now it's 2-2-14. And we have an equal opportunity of scoring shots being traded between either side there. So once again, they'll bring the ball back up to center, and while they're doing that, I remind you that you are watching Stateside Footy, the program that brings you Australian rules football played right here in America. If you'd like to play, all you have to do is go to the league website, the United States Australian Football League website, AussieRulesUSA.com, find a footy club near you. As the Demons look to move it into their forward 50, it's intercept marked just outside of the goals. And that kick in, let's see here. Loose ball. Bunch of players battling for it along the ground. And the umpire's just going to call for it. He'll ball it up. And we'll do this all over again. Ball gets tossed up for grabs here. And looks like the Demons had it momentarily. They still have it, though. With it now, that's Keane. Keane chips a kick in, looking for it, can't quite get it to his man. He's got it now, and, oh, that's a kick that actually is marked right there. Chris has it. He's going to make the kick, and he's going to make the goal. That's number 7, who I've got on my list here is Chris. Although I've heard the name Nate brought up, so I'll have to consult with the club here. At any rate, it's another goal for the Demons. And once again, they're able to tack a couple together. And now they're up by more than a straight kick. It's 3-2-20 for the Demons, 2-1-13 for the DC Eagles. And coming off the ground right now, it's a great story there. Liam Hayes, who's actually 17 years old. He's from Australia. He's up here now. He actually wants to be a punter in the college ranks, but he's up here today checking out playing with the Demons there, and he's coming off for the interchange. Meanwhile, as we get the ruck back at center there, and the Demons have it now. That's Ryan Shaw. Shaw kicks it ahead, and that is marked. And here we go. Demons with it once again. And once again, that's Keane. That's going to go errant, I think. That's going to go, I don't know if that's going to be out on the foot.
Infamous behind.
So there we go. So that's a behind. So it's another point for the Demons, though. And now they're up by 8 points. It's 3-3-21 to 2-1-13. First half action of this one here, match between the Boston Demons and the DC Eagles. And the kick in comes out, goes over everybody. And now there's going to be a race for it on the far boundary. Who's going to get there first? Looks like nobody's going to get there first because it's going to go over the boundary. Actually, let's see. Okay, thank you. So we finished the confusion of the number 7s, though. So it wasn't Chris, it was Nate Swift with the number 7 there. And let's see here. And another goal was scored. I heard Luke Hemingway's name, so right there. I missed that one. I was talking to Ken McCarthy about Nate Swift, who actually kicked the last goal. We've got two players out there with number 7. So the first one, though, the number was kind of scratched out, so it looked like it was like 47 or 27 or something like that. So my apologies to Nate Swift, and sorry if there were any points that I did not credit to you that it should have been totally credited to you. Meanwhile, the ball up at center gets aborted. They're going to do it again. That ball going up, and the player's going after it, and it's coming down, and here we go. Kick goes up now, and let's see here. Oh, it goes off a hand, but it winds up in Blumshine's hands. DC with it right now. Oh, that's another attempt. Morton tried to get in there. He just couldn't. And right now that kick goes in, and let's see. It goes through. That is smothered. Oh, my goodness. Great job there by the Demons back line. There we go. Yes, 1%ers indeed. That's one case where you actually don't regret the 1%ers. I mean, usually when you hear the term 1%ers, it's meant in political range. But so let's see what we got here. So it's halftime there. So that's it. So wasn't sure, like they were all running off. So did someone score? Nope. It's halftime. There we go. So after another big run by the Demons and a huge play in defense by the Demons as well, because literally one of their players had it literally like right in the shadow of the goals, getting ready to get to the boot. It was smothered right there, and that's how we end the first half. So first half winds up with the Demons enjoying a 14-point lead. Score at the half is the Boston Demons 4 goals, 3 behinds, 27 points, and the DC Eagles 2 goals, 1 behind, 13 points. Coming up next, second half action, and we will finish out this triple header here on Stateside Footy.
There's a groovy new show on public access television, and stations across the country are going vinyl. This is the show that features the tracks and stacks that take us all back, and it can be found on cable and online. Remember all those great times just hanging out with a bunch of records? You can relive them now just by tuning in to Goin' Vinyl. We've got a whole bunch of memories and a whole bunch of records, and we present them to you in each and every episode. We look back at all the fun, but also all the facts within the songs. It comes from the place where the platters still matter and the records still rock. Tune in for the music and the memories on each installment of Goin' Vinyl. Check with your local community TV station or check us out online at youtube.com/@goinvinyl.
Second half about to start here, and this kind of looks like the way the first match started today, where basically you started out with each team swapping shots back and forth. Then all of a sudden one of the teams, in both cases it was the Demons, starting on a little bit of a tear and pulling out to a bit of a lead now. Right now it is a 4-3-27 for the Boston Demons, and for the DC Eagles it is 2-1-13. And everyone's just getting in position. Ball's about to go up. Everyone's like, okay, time to do your thing. Here comes the whistle. All right, ball goes up, and here we go. And Keene gets it out, and the Demons have the first clearance. However, that's going to be intercept marked right there. But what's going on here? They're calling for the ball, and we have a free kick off the ball. Free kick off the ball going to the Demons, and he'll kick it ahead now, and he's got a target. He's got him now. I think that's Shaw. Shaw. Kick goes in. That's a big kick. Is that going to bend? Is that going to go to the sticks? That's a behind. Oh, man. Big, long kick. Unfortunately, just did not have the aim. So fours are wild now for the Demons. 4 goals, 4 behinds. They've got 28 points. And here come the Eagles with the kick in. And spoiled. Nice job there by Luke Hemingway. And comes out now in there. Nice job there by Liam Hayes getting in there and trying to fight for that ball. And with it now, that's Keene. Keene has it. He's wrapped up. No prior opportunity, though, I don't think. And the umpire will just call for it and ball it up. as the winds pick up here at Millennium Park. Up it goes once again, and out, and let's see. Up, here we go. And as soon as Keane gets it, he's wrapped up, but he gets it to Shaw now. Shaw with a kick in, and I think that's going to, actually, it's stay in play. I thought it was going to go out on the full, but it did stay in play and then just rolled out, so it'll be a boundary throw-in. Still some meters gained for the Boston Demons, but it will be a boundary throw-in. Second half action here, and then the final game of this footy triple header between the Boston Demons and the D.C. Eagles, who came up here from Washington today to participate. And it goes up now, and let's see. He comes out, and there's a chase for it right now. Who's going to get there first? Looks like there are some Demons around the ball. Ryan Shaw has it now. He gets a kick in. That is intercept marked right in front by the Eagles. And that kick goes up, and let's see here. That could be intercept marked. Nope, it won't be, but it'll wind up going out of bounds anyway. It'll be a throw-in. So the ball goes up, and we got a whistle, and I think they're going to do it over again. Indeed, another redo. A redo is due. And it comes out, hit out, and Eagles have the clearance, but that ball is going to go well high, and I think the Demon's going to get there first, although he's getting pushed off the ball, and the Eagles will pick it up right now. He gets it to the boot, but Allison Monahan can't do the intercept mark, but she's able to at least get hands on the ball. And here come the Demons with it, turning it around, and it comes back, and here we go now with it there. That's Jack Masry. Masry gets it off the ground, and let's see that. Still a battle for it, actually. I thought he got it off the ground, but he was dispossessed, and it still went to ground. And we've got a couple of players there on the ground, and it's just going to be balled up. The ball's going to go up once again here. Tossed up high in the air, hit out. No clear advantage yet. The Demons will have it now, though. And he's going to touch it to the ground and then get wrapped up, and that'll be ball. That'll be holding the ball. And it'll be a free kick going to the Eagles. Eagles trail by 15 right now. And we've got a couple of players on the ground. I think we're good. Here we go. Free kick going to the Eagles. And that kick up the far boundary. Battle for it, and not marked. And I think, it's actually out on the full. There was a marking contest there, but the ball had already gone over the boundary line on the full. So as a result, it'll be a Demons free kick. And that kick goes in, goes through everybody. Into a bunch of Eagles, though, and they've got it right now with it there. That's Borges. Borges kicks it in, looking for the attacking territory. Oh, that is a mark, and he's just going to play on. Can he get the boot to the ball? He can. Can he get the ball through? That's a goal! Big goal there for the Eagles. As the Demons were on a bit of a tear there, but now the Eagles have been able to stop the rod a little bit, and they cut the lead now to 9 points. They trail only by 9. The score right now is Boston 4-4-28 and the Eagles 3-1-9. So they're looking to get this done as quickly as possible because they're moving that ball right up the center, and out it comes once again. The Demons, they have the clearance. Pat Keane has it now. Keane has it. Gets it to the boot. Looking for a couple of players there. Jumping in. Can't get it. It's spoiled, but he's still going to pick it up now and handball it off. And I think that's Pat Keane kicking in, looking for. Almost getting his man there. Eagles trying to get it off the ground there. Comes out, and let's see. It's picked up by the Demons, though. He's got it, and then he's taken down. And wow! Kicked up there and taken, and the Demons will have it right back. Demons will bring it right back into attack. Kick looking for it, nope, can't quite get his man. Who's going to get there first, though? I think that's Matt Wood on there. And here we go. He's just wrapped up now, and can't get it to the boot, but there's no prior opportunity. Eagles now, he's sidestepping. Oh, nice move there. And he kicks it forward. Let's see here. And that is marked. And they're going to play on. And there's a big kick there. Demons back line looking to get back there. And that is marked. And he's going to kick it. And that looks like that's going to go. It's going to be marked in close. And then kicked for a goal. Big run for the Eagles there, and all of a sudden we've got ourselves a 3-point match there. Now it's 4-4-28 to 4-1-25. Demons right now up by 3 minors. So could it be that all of a sudden it's the other team that comes back with the streak now? Because the Demons had it in close, but the Eagles just would not give up. They would not give up and just brought that right through. So here we go once again. Ball goes up. Coming out, and let's see. No clear possessor yet. Eagles have it. He is taken down from behind. Demons have it now. Handball goes out. We've got a whistle and a free kick to the Demons. I think that might have been ball. And they're looking for somebody there. It's going to go wide and skip. Still meters gained, but it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a boundary throw-in. Better position for the Demons, though. It's right now it's their left half forward flank. As everyone lines up for the stoppage once again. So right now we're talking a 3-point match here. Things are getting tight. Coming up once again, and who's going to get there first? Who's going to get the clearance? Looks like the Demons will have the clearance. He's able to just knock it on, go ahead, and then they've got it now. They kick in toward the forward 50, and it's going to go, and it's going to be, is that out on the full, or is that just out of bounds on the general? It's out of bounds on the full, so it'll be a free kick for the Eagles in their own back pocket. And he gets the kick out now. Who's going to get there first? It's spoiled. Nice job there by the Demons. Ryan, actually, was that Sean there trying to get it? They've got it now. Kick back up, and let's see here. And the Demons can't get it. I'm sorry, the Eagles can't get it, but neither can the Demons. And it just winds up going back to ground there. And going in there. Oh, boy, the Eagles will win that match. And here we come now, coming out. And that is marked right there. Marked by Borges. Kicked in. And they center it up, and here come the Eagles right up the corner. He touches it down, almost run down there by Hayes. Kick goes in now, and it's going to take a weird bounce, and looks like the Demons are going to have numbers around the ball there. They're just trying to knock it out there, and then he is that player tackled with it, but play on calls the umpire, and Jonek tries to tackle. He can't do it. That kick going in towards the sticks. And is that going to be marked? No, it's spoiled there by Allison Monahan. Right there. And she's got him. Tries to tackle. And there's a handball. And he goes out now. And let's see here. That's a goal. Demons tried and tried, but the Eagles came back. And they had the person in space when it counted. And now they take the lead. They're up by 3. They're up by 3 minor scores. The score right now is the Eagles 5-1-31, 4-4-28 for the Demons. Time ticking down in this second half. And they're bringing it back up to center. Ken McCarthy coming back on for the Demons. Up we go once again, and let's see who's going to get it here. Oh, it's hit out once again by the Eagles. But Demons trying to get the clearance there, and the ball's going to be tied up. I think we're just going to ball it up, which we will. We will have another stoppage, but of course the stoppage works for the Eagles as they're ahead right now. They're up by 3. And coming out, and Ryan Shaw has it now. Shaw, handball's back to McCarthy. McCarthy taken down, dispossessed. McCarthy still fighting for it, though. And I think once again we're going to have a battle for it, and it's just going to be balled up along the far boundary there. Now the stoppage, once again, this benefits the Eagles. That benefits them even more, getting the clearance there. With it now, that's Monahan. Monahan, she is taken down, dispossessed. Another Demon has it there. And right now the Eagles are swarming. That's another kick toward the sticks. And who's going to get there first? It's going to go past everybody, I think, across the face of goal. And that's going to wind up being just a boundary throw-in. But the Demons right now down by a few. That boundary throw-in will come literally in the shadow of the Eagles attacking goals. Up he goes once again and hit out. Oh, we got a whistle and a free kick going to the Demons. Demons need to train together to some possessions and do it in a hurry. And here it comes near boundary looking for, not quite getting Matt Wood as someone tried to intercept it. They couldn't quite get it there, but Belsley got in the way. And kick comes out now, and who's going to get there first? That's marked by Borges. and he kicks it in. And the wind's going to take it. There's a bit of a breeze kicking up here, but that is marked. So the Eagles putting it all together now. And that kick goes in. That's another goal. So not too long ago, the Eagles trailed by 9 points. The Eagles now lead by 9 points at 6-1-37 for DC, 4-4-28 for Boston. That kick coming in once again. So here we go. Demons now, they need 2 straight kicks to turn this one around. And right now the momentum is swung in the direction of the DC Eagles. And with it now in midfield trying to get it out there, he gets a handball out. That's Ken McCarthy to Shaw. And now here we go. And we got a ping for a throw. Free kick going to the Eagles. One of the Demons got pinged for throwing the ball. And so the free kick now is going to go to Josh Webster for the Eagles. Webster. Kick goes in and intercept mark there. I believe that's Nate Swift. And that kick goes up. Let's see. Can he get it? Nope, he can't. He's just going to take it out, take a running bounce as the Eagles did intercept that one. And that's intercept marked. I believe that's Holston. And then Holston is wrapped right up. Oh! 50! He took the mark. And he was wrapped up after he took the mark. So this is the first 50-meter penalty we're seeing today. That's going to go in favor of the Boston Demons. And that's just going to go to the center of the ground. And that's where Pat Keane is standing by. Pat Keane handballing off to Ryan Shaw. Here we go now. Shaw on the way. Big kick. Delivers it into forward 50. Can he get to it? No, he can't. That's going to skip and roll, and that's going to be out. Still meters gained for the Demons, and they get the boundary throw in their right forward pocket. Here we go. Demons down by 9 here. They need points. They need them quickly. And that goes up and right into the hands of the Eagles. He'll just take it, run with it a little bit, and then kick it. And let's see. Can we get there? Nope. Oh, it almost is picked off there by Josh Dev. Monahan's in there, but right now it's a race, and the Demons have numbers around the ball. He's just going to soccer it ahead, looking for his man. Getting in front, though, is one of the Demons. Nice job there, getting out with it. And let's see, can he get it to Ryan Shaw? Eventually he can. Shaw has it now. Kicks it across the ground, looking for and getting Pat Keane. Keane now, kick ahead. Can't get it to Dave Morton because it goes to ground, but McCarthy will pick it up now. McCarthy, handballs off, and here comes Keane once again. Pat Keane gets it to the boot, goes in between, looking for, not quite getting it over to Liam Hayes there, but the Demons still have it. And that gets kicked in there, and it's going to be intercept marked there by the Eagles, off the Eagles' kick. That's kicked up and marked. And the Eagles with the kick now, and that one's going to go a little bit outside, but he's got the kick now. And that kick goes in, and it's going to be, oh boy, it's going to be marked. And here we go once again. Eagles looking for another one. Big kick going in. We've got a bunch of players going for it. It goes to ground. And who's going to get there first? Allison Monahan turns on the Jets. She's able to get it. And then we go to whistle. And that's going to do it. That is full time. Demons had a big win earlier on. DC Eagles come out with a win. And the final from this final match of the footy triple header, is the Boston Demons falling to the DC Eagles. Eagles with a score of 6 goals, 1 behind, 37 points. And the Demons, 4 goals, 4 behind, and 28 points.
Are you into retro gadgets? Ta-da! Then here's your dose of old school tech. This is Tech Throwback. your place to turn for the techno trend from way back when. On Tech Throwback, we look at old computers, classic video games, and all those little doohickeys that used to brighten up your day.
Yeah!
Tech Throwback can be seen on public access television, or you can check us out online at vimeo.com/channels/Tech Throwback. It's the way we used to compute and play back in the day, and you can watch it anytime on Tech Throwback. There's a groovy new show on public access television, and stations across the country are going vinyl. This is the show that features the tracks and stacks that take us all back, and it can be found on cable and online. Remember all those great times just hanging out with a bunch of records? You can relive them now just by tuning in to Goin' Vinyl. We've got a whole bunch of memories and a whole bunch of records, and we present them to you in each and every episode. We look back at all the fun, but also all the facts within the songs. It comes from the place where the platters still matter and the records still rock. Tune in for the music and the memories on each installment of Goin' Vinyl. Check with your local community TV station or check us out online at youtube.com/@goinvinyl. Are you into retro gadgets? Ta-da! Then here's your dose of old school tech. This is Tech Throwback, your place to turn for the techno trend from way back when. On Tech Throwback, we look at old computers, classic video games, and all those little doohickeys that used to brighten up your day.
Yeah!
Tech Throwback can be seen on public access television, or you can check us out online at vimeo.com/channels/Tech Throwback. It's the way we used to compute and play back in the day, and you can watch it anytime on Tech Throwback.
That'll do it for this episode of Stateside Footy. This quick reminder about our Stateside Footy TV YouTube channel. It's at youtube.com/@Stateside Footy. This current season is all there, as well as all 103 episodes from our past 14 seasons. You can also watch the show on Vimeo. Just go to vimeo.com/channels/Stateside Footy TV. Or here's what you can do. You can go to both sites, help us rack up some views there. You can follow us on social media too. Our Facebook page is Stateside Footy TV, and we're on X, aka Twitter, and Instagram under the screen name BillR_SS Footy. And by the way, we're also able for download by public access cable channels. So if you'd like to see us on the TV in your town, just contact your local station. Ask them to show Stateside Footy in your area. If they're not sure how to do it, just to have them send me a message. Basically, just more information, just send me an email. It's billrobert@statesidefootytv.com. On behalf of John Semino, Yasmina Maria, the queen of season 15, Stacey Robert, and me, I'm Bill Robert. Thank you for watching this episode of Stateside Footy.